Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fine edition of the Beers and Deers podcast. As always, the Guillotine, Rambo, the Tower of Power, coming back at ya. What's happening, fellas?
It's good to be back.
It is.
Feels like it's been an eternity, right?
Every week feels
Feels like it's been a while.
This is like the highlight of my life.
My miserable existence.
Mine too.
Yeah,
I would say I've been on a ton of Tinder dates, but
that'd be a lie.
That'd be a dead lie.
That'd be a bold-faced lie. Yeah, it's pretty hard for me. I'm banned from Tinder permanently, apparently.
Well, when you fucking post pictures of your fucking junk on Tinder, it doesn't go over well.
Close.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What do you?
You know, people, chicks on there post stuff way racier than what I did.
But
Their loss.
Yeah. Losers.
Suckers. If anybody tunes into the Facebook Live,
Is anybody on?
I don't know if we can.
Yeah, it says up here in the left corner.
Oh yeah.
does
We got
it?
2 views. We
Hey!
got 2 people.
We got
Hey!
2 people in there.
2 people that are probably going to be the only viewers. If you have any questions.
if you have any questions, let us know. We'll try and answer them. Try and pay attention to that one. This is our first episode doing Facebook Live, so we'll figure that out. So Johnny,
Me.
we had a pretty good hunt the other day.
Yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Friday afternoon.
Yeah, my days are all fucked up. I just woke up from a nap. I went to
Like an old man.
I went to a 4-year-old's fucking birthday party today. I slept like 4 hours last night. Worked on that damn car all day.
Did you get that door aligned?
No. But I put new brake pads on it, and when I did, I realized both calipers were seized up.
Nice.
Damn.
So I had to go get new calipers and do that, and I'm rushing to try to get it done before the birthday party. So I got done that kid's birthday party, and my niece Adeline, and basically it was like, all right, dude. I told my cousin, I was like, I'm going home. I'm gonna take a nap. And that's what I did.
Beautiful.
So now I'm good to go. I fucking shotgunned a Red Bull on my way over here. I'm wired for sound.
Yeah. Mushroom free this week.
Yeah. I'm not doing that again. Yeah.
You stayed out of the garden tonight.
I learned my lesson. Podcasts and psilocybin do not mix.
No.
It was worth a try.
We kept you level.
Tried to.
It was worth a try. So for our viewers, we had a hunt, Cecil County, Maryland, Friday. It's getting late. We have this weekend and next weekend, and that's it. As far as tradition or compound archery, there's a traditional archery where you can hunt for 3 days at the beginning of February. None of us are going to be able to participate because we are not equipped. We don't have the bows to do so.
Yeah. You can also use flintlock muzzleloader, but
Yeah.
I don't have one of them either.
I wanted to get back to the Revolutionary War.
Yeah. So this is pretty much it for us. We got this weekend, next weekend, and then we're going to transition into the old predator hunting, which really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time, and other stuff too. Prepping our stands for next season and all that stuff, and we'll get into that shit. But so Friday, Johnny, why don't you walk us through?
Yeah. Friday. Friday we went to our secret spot,
Area 51. we're
Area
calling it.
51. Yeah, I dubbed it that yesterday.
That was pretty good.
I like that.
Same place Ryan got his first kill, his first harvest.
Mm-hmm.
We walked in there. We went to the same spot that you guys did, and we were all three. We were spread out 50 yards from each other, probably, facing towards the bedding area. And when did those first couple come out?
I wanna
3?
It was later.
Yeah, it was later. It was probably like pushing 4, yeah.
Was it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, cause we were sitting for a while. I remember because normally there. I mean, you see action a lot. So sometimes early, and man, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
A bunch of I guess they're probably button bucks and
Those? I don't
Now
know.
imagine all our eyeballs were pinned to the bedding area. I know mine were.
Mine, I was on my phone.
Yeah, well, my eyes were, that too.
Yeah.
Tinder swiping, getting nowhere. And my eyes were pinned to the bedding.
Yeah, you were
Just
the one that sent the
yeah.
snap. Deer.
And I saw those deer jump up
Yeah.
at like 4.
I didn't see anything, so I leaned forward, and then one booger, and I think I.
I had like a
started-
small window. I had a small window through that thicket, and I saw him jump up.
Yeah, you were in the
Yeah.
back, and I was way up front. So
You couldn't see him. Yeah.
Well, I did see him once they took off, but
Yeah.
I saw one.
I seen them when they were coming in. There was about 5 of them coming in, and they were creeping back there in the bedding. And I figured you guys would have picked up on the fact that I seen deer because I grabbed my bow and stood up.
well, you were behind me. I couldn't see a fucking thing.
Right.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like one of the things with to bow hunting. You're not like, at least for me, you don't have to look as often because
No.
you got like a 40-yard radius where you just pan. All right, nothing here. All right, and you can go back to reading your book or looking at your phone or whatever it is that you're doing. Or sometimes I'll look around because I like to do that as well. But you can just get away with it a little more. You don't have to be like constantly doing the turret.
Yeah, with a rifle, that's it.
You have to because they could be 180, 200 yards out, and you could have a shot for a split second. You know what I mean? And you miss that if you're not paying attention. As to with a bow, you get a little more leeway with that. Of course, they got to be closer, but yeah. So those ones ran up, and then them second ones.
Yeah, they came out of fucking nowhere.
Scared the shit out of all three of us.
Scared the piss out of me. I didn't know what was going on.
Something spooked. I think something spooked them.
It sounded like, from my vantage point, it sounded like something just fell out of the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Because I just heard leaves rustling, and they came from behind us, and we weren't expecting that at all.
No.
It was three deer, mama doe, and 2 yearling fawns from this year, and they were closest to me, and I had a perfect broadside shot on a very small deer. But you know what? It's late season. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I ranged her, what I thought was a her. Get to that in a second. 36 yards. I put my 30-yard pin on her back, on its back. I don't want to be a bigot. On its back, and let her fly, and just, you don't get any better shot than that.
No, it was beautiful.
I pretty much just separated the heart from its valves right over top the heart.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot. That you put it literally right behind the shoulder blade. I mean, tucked it right into the armpit. And that, that was John's 10th deer.
10th deer.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers, yeah.
Double digits. Fuck yeah, man. What a season.
Yeah, going into this season, I did not. You said you wanted 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd be good with 6. And then I got to 6, and I was like, I want one more. And I got to 7, and I was like, one more will do. And then I killed 2 in the same night, and then I got 9. You can't finish on an odd number.
No.
And when that deer came in last night, I hammered it.
Yeah.
And it probably ran off 50 yards.
Yeah.
Turned out to be a button buck. So sorry.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. I mean, sometimes, especially when they're over 30 yards away, it can be hard to tell. You can see their head sometimes. You can see little humps, or if their head's real flat as opposed to round like a doe's is. But it's hard to see from that far.
I knew it was this year's fawn.
Yeah.
I knew it was, but I didn't care.
Yeah, you were getting that 10th deer, you're getting meat in the freezer. She'll eat, or he'll eat.
He will eat.
He will eat.
And it will taste delicious.
That's my 10th deer, and I'm gonna call it a season after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out tomorrow, and if I get one more, I'll probably call it a season. I'll be good with 7.
Yeah, but I didn't tell you. I called him last night. Don't go to Buckland's because they're closed down for the season.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
I went all the way there last night, and they got it written on their whiteboard. We're closed for this season.
Buckland's is the deer processing in Rising Sun, by the way.
They're closed for the season, so don't go there. I had to go all the way out near the old man.
So the backwoods deer processing in Elk Neck is open.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you ask them if they're going to be open for the rest of the season?
There wasn't anybody there.
Oh, okay. Just dropped off. Yeah, I don't like the way they package their meat.
No.
I'll probably go to Sarge's.
Well, they package it the same way up there, don't they?
It's a little better though.
Really?
Yeah.
How do they package it up there?
It's saran wrap
Just saran wrap.
with
foam
styrofoam.
underneath?
Yeah.
Well, that's how
Sarge's is
does it.
like, it's not saran wrap. It's like what you get in a grocery store.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This
So
is
I have to hurry up and eat this shit before it gets freezer burnt.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing it's only a 40-pound deer.
Yeah, John, we found that thing. John just chucked it over his shoulder.
It came down to my waist.
Carried it out like Paris Hilton with a chihuahua.
But then for that tiny little target, man, I hammered it. I was proud of that
yeah,
shot.
that was a good shot, man.
Fantastic shot.
It's a good way to end it.
What'd you target at? 34?
36 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. 36 is getting out there. I mean, with a bow, you know. I don't particularly like going over 30. Not that I won't, but
I was comfortable with it.
yeah,
I knew to put the 30-yard pin right on its back, and it would hit perfect, and it damn sure did.
I was ready to shoot like at 50 and 60 yards. So after, because I want to get one more bad. It's like, man, it's
You do.
I know you do too.
You do.
Well,
Yeah, you were in the worst spot. You were all the way in the
You
back.
didn't have a
Holy
chance to shoot
shit.
any of them. But I came to full draw after John shot his deer. They lingered and they started coming back around. But because
Let's just say something about deer. They don't have feelings like humans.
oh no,
Those
No.
two deer went up to its
The deceased.
deceased family member, looked at it, and then walked off.
yeah.
These fucking things don't have emotion.
No, they don't perceive death the same way that we do. They absolutely do not. It's just like another day at the old office. You know what I mean?
Billy didn't get up. Oh well.
No, all right, let's go. Yeah, and not then though. Like you said, shit. That one time you had deer licking the dirt under a gut pile
Yeah.
where the deer died.
Weird.
Yeah, they are very limited in their level of intellect.
Yeah. So don't watch Bambi and think that's real fucking life, because it's not.
It's not. They definitely they're prey animals. Death is a very, very real and frequent aspect of their existence.
People that don't get up and close, you know what I mean? They don't get up and close with these things. They perceive things differently.
Yeah, the anthropomorphization
Right.
in Hollywood and fucking Disney and shit, with making these animals like they've got fucking, I don't know, whatever.
Anyway,
I love deer. Don't get me wrong, but the pursuit of a deer with a bow is an honorable pursuit by all means. It really is, and it's a good death for a white-tailed deer.
especially that one last night. My God.
That was quick.
Yep.
In seconds, that deer was gone.
Didn't go
Didn't go 20.
Didn't go
Rutt
20.
Daniels.
Didn't go 20.
Big fans, Rutt. We'd like to have you on.
Yes, we would. God, please.
Give us a call.
Yeah, send me an email. We'll work something out.
Maybe you can pay us.
Yeah, we'll might buy your flight out.
We'll work something out.
But so those deer started coming back around, and I came to full draw several times.
I watched you.
And I never did get a shot, and I mean I was ready to take a shot at 50, which I'm very comfortable shooting at a target. 60, 70, I get a little, but I was gonna let them have it, but I was hoping they would come in a little closer at 45. I was gonna shoot one. But the way we were positioned, the wind was not ideal. It did not do what the apps said it would. It was close to it, but it was a little
It said west and it ended up being northwest.
northwest.
We
yeah.
puffed once going in. It was hard.
Yeah, it was
It
hard.
was hard,
perfect.
man.
Yeah.
It was perfect. And
But-
then we got up and stand. I saw him puffing again, and it was blowing straight into the bedding. I'm like, well,
Yeah. So John was allowing deer to move past him. He could have shot another one.
yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Yep.
It was 20 yards from me. I could have hammered it.
Yeah.
But
He was like letting
it's-
it try
it's
to get
enough.
to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as they were making their way to us, they kept catching John's wind,
Yeah.
and they would stop and turn around and run, and then they wanted
They wanted it
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
They
they
wanted
did.
it so bad.
They'd come back like they wanted to, whatever their destination was. They did not want to give up on it. But as soon as they would catch John's wind, they would stop and stomp and then turn around. And I never did get to get a shot on them. So me and Runsky are getting back in the woods tomorrow and maybe next weekend. I know I will, unless I shoot a deer tomorrow. Then I'll probably call it a season. But
Yeah, if I get one tomorrow, I'm done.
It's
Yeah.
the same wind tomorrow. It's supposed to be a northwest wind.
yeah.
So you guys are going to
I
have to
think
tuck yourself
I'm gonna
back
go
up.
around the other side or tuck close.
Yeah.
Or we'll stagger. Like I will sit ahead of you and you'll sit back. As to last time we were like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
That was
I got
the
you.
wrong
Yep,
direction.
yep.
So that time if your wind was blowing here, if we're like this though, your wind will be blowing behind me.
Yeah.
Or my
Right,
wind
right,
will be
right,
blowing
right.
behind you.
Yeah, if we were like what you're saying, we probably all three would have got a deer last night.
Yes.
Yeah, we were almost in like a mini little horseshoe. type deal.
Yeah,
It was weird.
It was poor for the wind, but the wind changed when we got in the stand. So these things.
Those deer were going towards you, and I felt the wind on my left cheek, then my right cheek, and then my neck, and then the deer took off.
Yeah. So something. Yeah, you can only prepare so much for. That is a act of God. It was John's destiny to get that deer.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Man.
Yeah.
Clean pass through, heart shot. It's a good way to end it with my boys front and center. Perfect shot.
That was a hell of a way to end the season. And what a cheers to John. JP Rambo's season was, what a season it's
What
been,
a season.
man.
You know, if you would have told the little 15-year-old kid walking in behind my dad in the woods on public land that I would someday kill 10 deer, I'd say you're out of your fucking mind. Because I went years on public land not even seeing a fucking deer.
Yeah.
So to kill 10, it's definitely surreal and a blessing for sure.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with all that meat,
I'm
man?
gonna eat it.
Every bit.
The dogs. I gotta feed a lot to the dogs.
Yeah. It's great for them, and I've been doing that too. And I give some away, but honestly, me and my kids will eat 5 or 6 deer.
Oh yeah,
year
you're
alone.
going through them, man.
Yeah. So right now, I doubt I have enough with 6 deer. I probably don't have enough to get me through the year. One more will do it. That'll put me over the edge.
Yeah, I'm back on my diet, so my diet ate a lot of deer.
Yeah, a lot of deer, a lot of bacon, and a lot of beer.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of bacon, a lot of eggs, a lot of deer, and a lot of beer.
And a lot of cooter.
Yeah, I'm on my diet for it might not be a elk hunt this season.
Yeah,
it
it could be a Missouri hunt.
Yeah,
Could be a Missouri hunt.
Missouri whitetail hunt.
See if my dad, Big Jim, can come through.
yeah. If you guys know, we've been talking about doing an elk hunt next year. We might push that off to the following because we have an opportunity to potentially get out to Missouri and do a rut whitetail hunt in the Mecca of Missouri, which is just it's prime location in the U.S. for whitetail.
Soybean hogs.
Yeah.
That picture you sent us, dude.
Oh, I got another picture I'm going to show you. The
My
guy,
God.
he's got another picture he sent my
Look
dad.
like fucking steer out there with antlers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're monsters.
You see the
Those
body?
bucks.
The body on that one?
Yeah. God.
It was like a 4-pointer that was built like an 8-pointer around here.
She fucks.
Thick.
Damn belly dragging on the
Greasy.
ground, yeah. They eat good, man.
Yeah, they're eating good out there. That's for sure, and they're good eating. So I'd love to if that can come to fruition, I will be a happy man. That's like a bucket list thing.
I told my dad, I said, tell him we'll throw if he gets cold feet, tell him we'll throw him a couple $100. We're still gonna save a ton of money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It'd still be cheap because we'd have lodging.
Stay with my parents, yeah.
It'd be much cheaper than the elk hunt.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot closer.
Yeah.
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 But either way, I'm doing one of them.
Yes.
If
We're doing something, yeah.
We can't make Missouri work, then I'm still doing elk because that's also a bucket list hunt that I want to do. And I'm gonna make the elk thing an annual thing. I'm gonna start doing it every year. It's like every year I take a vacation to go skiing. And this year I am going to Colorado.
Fuck that.
I love to ski, but I'd love to make it a point to go to Colorado every year to hunt some elk, or even just somewhere every year. Take a week and hunt somewhere else.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
like
get to be elk.
we could do elk, we could do Texas axis deer, we could
my
do
God.
hogs down
So
south.
cool.
I mean, we need to do all these things.
NRA moved to Texas, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did. I
packed their
just
shit
joined.
up.
Just
Yeah.
joined.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
joined as well.
Come and fucking take it.
Come and take it. You're gonna get clapped.
They packed their shit up.
Fucking clapped.
They packed their shit up and went out west.
Yeah,
I don't blame them. I don't
I don't
why they were
either.
there in the first fucking place.
yeah. I don't know what they were doing in New York, but
Silly.
fucking asinine. I guess they just had been there for so long, but.
They probably started there in like 1920 or something.
I got a shooter pass for you.
Ooh.
All right, Ronsky, we'll start with you. Would you rather never be able to shoot another buck again? You can only kill does for the rest of your life, or never shoot another doe again? You can only kill bucks for the rest of your life.
Oof.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's
like, would you rather take a dick in your butt or suck it?
Well, at this early in my archery career, I'm going to say does.
Yeah. So you would say I'd rather never shoot another buck and be able to kill all the does you want.
Yep.
What about you, Johnny?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You got to give me an answer, man.
I would rather only shoot bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd go with too.
Because I shot that little button buck last night, and it didn't give me any. I mean, it was cool shit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I wasn't shaking.
Yeah.
It was just kind of another thing.
Ask me that shooter pass in 5 years.
Yeah. I bet you have a different.
I'll have a different answer.
Yeah.
But right now,
Does,
at this stage in my archery career, it's does.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I would weep, but I'd have to pick bucks too, man. Because that I definitely enjoy shooting bucks more. But man, I would miss slaying does. That's just one of them questions. That's like, would you rather fuck your mom in your girlfriend's body, or your girlfriend in your mom's body? Like, which one? These both are terrible, man. What the fuck? Are we still live?
Yeah, we're live.
Is anybody on?
People are jumping in and out.
In and out.
Have
Yeah.
we gotten any
We're not
questions?
entertaining. They jump in like for 2 seconds and jump out.
Fuck 'em.
Just these assholes again. No thanks.
Losers.
I've got better ideas to spend my Saturday night.
I got some other stuff on here. So some cool stuff, and this is just newsworthy shit. This last year, the season of 2019 to 2020 deer season, 39% of bucks killed were 3.5 years old or older, which was a new national record
Oh, that's
Wow.
nationwide.
nationwide. So for the nation, we are trending. People are starting to let younger bucks walk. That is a direct relationship to that. We're starting to see people harvest older bucks, which is awesome, man, because on a national level, if everybody lets them younger bucks walk, you'll slowly start to see more large deer. The average buck harvested was 3.5 years old or older last year, and that's from monitoring through butchers and shit like that. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. I'd like to see what we get for this year, if that continues to trend upward.
I think a lot more states are implementing the antler restrictions,
Yeah.
and it does help. I mean, would you rather shoot a spike or a fucking 10-pointer?
You know,
Give me
there's
a
some
break.
guys, that 3-pointer I found in Fair Hill was probably smoked.
Oh yeah, but I mean, to each their own. But for me,
It's a no-brainer.
there's just
Yeah.
there's something primal about the mighty stag
Yeah.
that just gets your fucking heart pumping.
Yep, absolutely, man. Whether it's the knowledge of thousands of years ago, that buck provides more meat for your tribe or whatever it is.
I don't know what it is, but there's something in your
It's
gut.
more than just the
trophy
curb
on the wall.
appeal. Yeah, it's more to it than that. It definitely is. A big buck just gets you going, man. It does. It gets you fired up.
Well, if we can get the public land guys all on the same page.
Yeah, that's
I'll tell
the
you
thing.
right,
is
at public land, everything's getting smoked.
Yeah, and everybody has that mentality, and we're guilty of it too. We're like, it's public land, all right? But we need to do better. And this year, like public land, I've let 4-pointers walk, let a 6-pointer walk on public land, let spikes walk on public land this year.
Spike. I'm letting a spike walk.
Yep. I've seen more bucks on public land this year than I did does in shooting range. I only shot 2 does on public this year, but I could have shot 3 bucks on public this year
Wow.
that I let walk.
They're dead now.
I know you could have shot one, right? Over at Rogue's opening day.
What?
The one you let Ryan have.
Oh yeah, button buck.
Yeah, he was a button buck, but still a buck. You knew he was a button buck.
Yeah.
Had you thought it was a doe, you probably shot it.
I would have. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like we pass bucks on public.
Yeah.
Small bucks on public. Which if everybody does that, man, you'll see bigger bucks
Absolutely,
on public land.
no doubt.
You know?
Looking back, I don't know what I would have done last night if I would have known that was a button buck. I don't know if I would have let it walk or not.
Yeah, you'd have shot it. Your 10th year of the season, you got to shoot that one. That's true. You got to shoot it. Yeah.
It was standing there for so long, perfectly broadside.
I told him
I can only take so much.
He ended his season where mine started.
Yeah.
You start salivating, man. That's any deer, man. If you hang around my stand long enough, man, my trigger finger starts getting real itchy.
Yeah. I was on your wavelength last night. Anything under 60, I was letting her fly.
Yeah, it's getting.
Me too. I'm at that point.
I only got a 35-yard pin.
Yeah, she's flying.
If the trigger's gold, the deer will fold. Potatoes.
Yeah, that was that whole hunt was just, it was like fucking camping.
I enjoy. I'm telling
Intense.
you,
Intense.
I enjoy that was the first time we hunted together as a podcast.
Yeah.
that was fun. Man.
Bears and Deers crew was at it.
Yeah, well, we had rogues.
No,
I wasn't
Jeremy
there.
was never.
Oh yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
go
I'd
to
worked.
Rogues. Oh yeah, that's
I'd
right.
worked. Yeah, that was the
For
first
some
one.
reason, I was thinking you were at Rogues,
Yeah, that
but
was the
now
first
you're
one,
right.
man.
You weren't at Rogues, were you?
Yeah, that was fun.
Hell yeah, it was.
More to come. We'll do more on that. That's fun
Yeah.
shit.
We're gonna do a lot of yoke hunting. We can do that together because we can all just get, armed up, taking that AR out there.
Be blowing the dust off all sorts of goodies in my closet.
I was doing some research on yote hunting today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use anything you want, right?
Oh yeah. It's all year round.
Yeah, it's year round. You can hunt in the dark. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. If you get a Fox Pro, you want to put that Fox Pro upwind of you, like 100 yards.
Yeah.
Because that coyote's always going to want to go downwind of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So he's going to come in between you and the Fox Pro, and that's when you cack.
You hammer it.
What article did you send me, man? I read that. That was an awesome article. Was it an article?
Yeah, that was National Deer Alliance. That used to be QDMA.
Shout out. That was good shit.
I read their stuff religiously. That's where I'm getting this information off of them. It's a group of biologists and universities and stuff all about deer management.
Yeah, you sent me that, and I was in my truck and I opened it, and I read 3 or 4 words, and I was like, all right, this is quality. This is gonna have to wait till I get home.
Oh, they got great stuff, man. I'm always reading their shit. I got another one from them that I also wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna open this link and I'll read you guys this shit. This is nuts. Kansas man sentenced to prison for poaching 60 deer.
Saw that.
Medicine Lodge, Kansas. Jake, a 28-year-old Kansas man has been sentenced to 14 months in prison and ordered to pay over $300,000 for poaching dozens of deer. The Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks, and Tourism said John Blick Jr., John fucking Wick, 60 deer.
That's
what a
retarded.
fucking asshole.
But out there in the Midwest, man, that's how.
I'd like to kick his
They
ass.
are so
Yeah, that's
thick.
ridiculous.
They
Yeah,
are so thick
What are
in
you
the
doing with
Midwest.
60 deer, though?
Well, he's
Yeah. He's also a
something
felon.
shady.
He was also a felon
He's
in
just
possession
trash.
of a firearm. Yeah, he's just a just scum of the earth.
He's probably got 8 feeders
Yeah.
off the side of a dude. Their
Yeah.
deer are so thick out there.
That's not fun.
But he's not doing it for fun.
That's
He's
not
doing it to
sport,
be
man.
an
That's
asshole.
not-
He deserves whatever he
He's
gets.
just a sociopath.
$300,000
Yeah.
in fines. Sure.
Good. No, good. Should
Yeah,
be
he
more.
deserves it.
Now he
Yeah.
deserves it. Yeah, he deserves every bit of that. That's just insane to me. 60 deer.
Dude, I've been out there. I lived out there, and they extended the hunting season the year I was out there.
Excuse me.
But yeah, they're thick out there. If you want to be up to no good, you can be up to no good.
Yeah.
He just got caught.
Well, the bag limits are pretty fucking high there too, aren't they?
Yeah,
Kansas?
yeah.
So I mean,
Hi, here.
don't be a poacher. I mean, it's that simple, man.
I mean, I only took a third of what I could have killed.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we can shoot 35 does. Or 45.
30 does,
30
5 or
does.
6 bucks.
And
Five or
you see why Area 51
$3.
is
Yeah.
exploding.
Yeah.
$4 if you buy the bonus.
You get the bonus. Yeah. So 34 we could shoot here this year. And every year it tends to change, fluctuate. I think a couple years ago it was unlimited dose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, Area 51 is. I mean, we seen 10 deer yesterday, more than that.
And I thought the first time we hunted there, I was like, man.
That's because it hasn't been hunted in
But
years.
there's areas like that. I mean, you can't even fathom how many areas are like that across the country.
Just pristine, untouched
Just-
property.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been looking at on X, looking at properties, just go bang down the doors this spring.
And we're doing that. That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
wanna
put up.
pay.
We'll put on our button ups and take our Bibles and start knocking on doors.
Well, the guy that lives next to where I hunt, the public property I hunt,
Yeah.
he was like, they're tearing up my rose bush. Like,
And there's plenty of people like that
Yeah.
who would love for someone to do it, but people don't have the nuts.
this guy
anymore.
can't have a damn garden in his backyard.
Yeah, that's the worst thing they could say is no.
Yeah.
You know, or get off my property. You know.
Okay, see ya.
All right.
On to
later.
the next.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, either that or they say, "Come on in, let's have a chat," and then you end up in their basement in a well.
Yeah, they're throwing lotion down to you.
Okay.
Wear your skin like a Joe Dirt trench coat.
I hear people.
Put the lotion on the skin.
All right. I'm putting it on.
Did you get the edition of Auto Trader?
It's 8 months old.
Plum crazy purple.
He's like, I had that.
Man, yeah, I was talking to Alec. He said he binge listened 17 episodes in a row.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
I like that. It's good
Yeah,
shit.
he said the 2
Shout
days,
out Alec.
It was like 2 days of work. He just pounded through them. I was like, hell yeah, man.
He enjoyed?
Yeah. No, he listened to 17 episodes and hated every
God,
one
I
of
want the review. You gotta get the review.
them.
Because we've had a couple. We hold ourselves to a very high standard.
Yeah, but I thought that was really cool. And he was like, dude, I'd love to go coyote hunting. So I wouldn't mind taking out
do
some
it.
coyote
Hell
hunting.
yeah.
So
We got to get a Fox Pro.
Yeah, we got to get a Fox Pro.
How much they run?
there's different
the
models.
sky's the limit, Daddy.
Yeah, there's different models. You can get one for like $50. You can use a Bluetooth speaker and apps on your phone, or you can get a $400 box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that has a little tail that shakes around.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different models. Well, you know.
Tim Wells, I was watching him today. Tim Wells, he was using a bow to shoot these fucking things.
I'll definitely do that. I want to take the AR first,
Yeah.
but I do want to shoot them with a bow too. And I'm gonna save the pelts. I'm gonna tan the hide stuff,
Yeah.
make nice little
Damn right.
bathroom rugs and shit. You know, maybe I'll make some underwear and some hats.
Gonna try turkey hunting again.
Yes.
I guess we gotta, don't we?
Yeah. What? When?
I don't even know.
Spring.
'Cause
Spring.
It's over. It was today.
No,
Well,
I'm
no,
not
that
worried
was the
about
winter
those 3
season.
Yeah,
days.
the winter.
Yeah, it was 3
That's
days.
tough. You can't call it. To
Maryland. I mean, if you're hunting, if you own private property, you know where they are.
Yeah.
It is.
Sure,
You know what I
it's
mean?
cool.
It's game
I'm
on.
gonna hunt the quarry for him. I gotta do it with a bow. But
Yeah.
But
That'd be cooler anyway.
I love turkey hunting. JP Rambo over here
fucking sucks, dude.
doesn't like it.
You don't like it either.
I'm not a big fan of
We
it.
Yeah,
went
but
one
man-
morning. We called. I did an owl hoot, and he was like, "All right, you ready for a Bloody Mary?"
I love it, man. I don't know.
If they respond, I'm hell yeah, I'm good with
You
it.
gotta get on the roost.
Yeah, well, that's why you walk out there in the morning and do the old.
Well, not even that. I mean, just get yourself some binos. You
Yeah,
got enough property.
you
I
gotta-
mean,
it's a
you
lot of
got
scouting.
it. It's scout work. It's prep work.
Yeah.
If you prep yourself correctly, it's game on.
Yeah.
But if you go out there willy nilly, Wild West style, like
Yeah.
we did that one, it's not gonna work. You have to get on the roost. If you know where they're roosting, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm used to deer. You can see where deer are traveling.
Yeah.
You pretty much know
Yeah.
when they're going to be there. But
Yeah.
turkey are so fucking sporadic.
They are.
Yeah, and
But-
you gotta call
But
to them. Yeah.
you get on the roost the night before,
Yeah.
you're not guaranteed a turkey the next morning or evening, but
Pretty damn
you're
close.
pretty damn
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. But it's all about just doing it. My only thing, I'm with it. I'm cool with it. I'll enjoy it. It's just it's hard to get real excited about, getting a dinner.
Yeah, I hear you.
With the deer, you get
Dinners.
a lot of
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
I
But
don't
I'm all for shooting them. Definitely, don't get me wrong. I'd love to hunt them. But I'm more pumped about coyotes, I think, than I am about turkey.
Well,
But hearing a gobble
It's-
when the sun comes up, it's pretty fucking
before
cool.
the dude, it's
We heard of that time.
it'll. We should tell that story. That guy blew our fucking.
fucking ass clown.
God.
What happened?
Well, we had a pretty good idea on where
Yeah.
a gobbler was roosting.
We had it.
We had
an
him.
idea.
We had him. So we go out. It's what, 4 or 5 in the morning, and
Yeah.
you hit the alcohol, and that motherfucker was gobbling his pecker off.
Anybody need one?
Yeah, I'll take one. Please, thank you. Yeah, he was gobbling his pecker off. So
Yeah, I'll take
we set up.
Thank you, Zach.
We set up in the corner of port, the opposite corner of where your stand is, the furthest corner.
Yeah.
And we're set up. We got this guy, man. We're fucking scratched, but we're locked and loaded. Decoys out in our blind. Shotguns fucking chambered up, ready to roll. And some dickhead comes rolling in. What, an hour and a half
Yeah.
after we were set up?
Yeah. What the fuck?
With liquor on his breath.
Oh god, he smelled like a fucking bar.
Completely blew the fucking our turkey hunt up, man.
Yeah, we would have had that gobbler.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
But what was it? Public land or?
No, it was port.
Port.
Okay.
They're in port.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they're in there.
I've seen them in there. I've seen 10 of them this year.
Yeah. So
If I had a fucking 30-06, I could have shot them, but they were far off, and they. So we had a potential guest for tonight. He wasn't able to make it. He's tracking a deer right now. I mean, I don't know how far off he is, but if he wanted to swing in,
Yeah.
tell him.
maybe
swing
next
in.
time.
If not,
Next
we'll catch
time.
him next
yeah,
time.
catch you
Yeah.
next time.
Good for him, tracking a deer.
Oh yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be me and you tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so I want to get out there and I want to get out early tomorrow. I'd like to get out like noon.
I'm up for whatever. I have nothing planned.
Yeah. The weather's gonna be a lot nicer tomorrow. Wind's dropping, temps are rising a touch. It's still gonna be cold, but it's not gonna be nearly as windy like it is today. Today was just miserable.
Yeah.
Did you hunt today? You didn't hunt.
I didn't
did you?
hunt,
Yeah,
no.
no, I wouldn't have either. 20-mile-an-hour winds. I was out there freezing my hands off working on that fucking car, man.
I got my heated socks just in time to not go hunting anymore.
Well, I'm going to suffer tomorrow.
Yeah, I just found my heated socks. I washed them and dried them, so hopefully they still work.
Man, I tried them last night. Holy shit.
What I tell you.
My
What I
God.
tell you.
I was just sitting down here and I was like, yeesh.
Yeah, they'll actually make you, like, it's like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
hot. Yeah. Because when it's cold, it's not as intense.
Yeah.
It just warms them up. It's nice.
I can't wait.
If you don't have heated socks and you whitetail hunt anywhere.
Does it have like a little switch on it? Or?
Yeah, it's
it's
got low,
got
medium, high.
Low, medium, high.
But high only lasts.
So you just
6 hours.
so what you just do, like turn them on and get yourself toasty and take it off, or
No, what I do is I'll wear them into the stand. I don't turn them on, and then once my feet start getting cold, I'll hit them things on, and whoo! Oh, it's like dipping your toe into a hot tub, man.
Damn.
It's nice. Yeah, because like we were talking about, my feet sweat. That it's not the problem. Isn't my feet get cold? My feet sweat, and then they get cold.
They turn to ice. Your muck boots turn to fucking ice boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really aren't. I mean, they are warm, but that's the problem. They're too warm because then your feet sweat hiking in.
Yeah.
And then once your feet sweat and get wet and you're sitting at a stand for a couple hours, they get cold.
Well,
man.
you walk into your stand and you're sweating like a pig, and you sit for 30 minutes to an hour, and your just body temperatures level out, and
Yeah.
just everything
My
starts
feet
getting cold.
were so fucking hot when I finally got up in the
Yeah.
tree last night.
Yep.
God, they were hot.
Me too. They're soaked. My feet were wet. Sweat. Yeah, it sucks.
I think I might try something next year. Maybe wear sneakers in and just carry the boots with me. I don't know.
You got heated socks.
Yeah,
you don't need to.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, you're done. You're good.
Ritzy living now, man.
Ritzy living. $30 on Amazon.
High-tech
Ritzy
redneck.
living.
High-tech redneck.
Don't take much.
Yeah, man, there was something I was thinking about doing with putting deodorant on your feet. I've heard of people doing that, because it's an antiperspirant,
That's pretty
and
smart.
it can help. I haven't tried it, but put some of that scent-free deodorant on there. And another trick. I don't know if you guys buy the expensive ass odor-free detergent that like.
No, I don't.
Well, they makes odor-free detergent that is literally half the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I when I was into the scent-free shit,
It's for like infants or something.
Yeah.
So no
Yeah.
perfumes or anything.
I would just go to Walmart and get the box. It's got the soap and
It's
the
got
spray.
everything. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done with that scent protection.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
if
work.
if your wind is blowing into them deer, I don't care how much spray you have on. You could have butt chugged it. And
It
fucking,
doesn't work.
Well-
yeah, it don't work, man.
You got 10 deer. So, I mean, whatever
played
you're
the
doing's
wind.
working.
He plays the wind.
Play the wind.
Yeah, you play the wind. You gotta play the wind. That is the single most important thing you can do when you're bow hunting.
Get
is
yourself
play
a
the
puffer.
wind.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about in ozonics. That's what they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about one.
No
but
way,
it's
man.
$400.
And
play
the
the wind.
work.
Play the wind.
I don't want no work when I get into my stand.
Yeah, you gotta
as
screw
minimal
it
as
in.
possible. I
Yeah.
want to just get into my
One
stand,
more thing.
turn around
But
and sit.
if it does work, and I asked people, I had a pretty good, like more people said it did than didn't. But that could be people. It's real biased. But if it does work and you can hunt with your wind blowing straight into a bedding area, I mean
awesome.
that is worth every
Yeah.
penny. But I just don't know if I buy that. I don't know if it works. Can it possibly work that well?
I don't think-
What I learned.
We won't know till we try.
This is my first year hunting
I mean,
with a climber.
Kevin swears by it.
He did swear by it.
This is my first year hunting with a climber, and the one thing I learned, you need to be as minimal as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point now, if it don't fit in my fucking pockets, it ain't coming.
Next year I'm getting a saddle.
You're gonna saddle hunt?
I'm gonna
That's
saddle hunt
expensive,
next year.
dude.
It is expensive.
I looked into it,
$300-400.
but you need steps too.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna wear lineman boots. So
No,
you
I'm gonna-
spike into the tree.
I'm probably gonna get steps. Yeah,
Well,
but
it's
see the way these guys do it is it's one sticking. So you look up one sticking. You only need one
I
step,
gotcha.
and you
I
basically
gotcha.
you strap it on. You step up, climb up onto that. Then you use your harness to hang. Take that step off, raise it up.
Interesting.
I
back,
gotcha.
And they
Okay.
call it one stepping. So you're climbing in literally with basically a fanny pack and one step.
Okay.
That is light. That is as lightweight as it gets, and it just I love anything related to bow hunting. I'm all for it. So if it gives me something new to try out and have fun with, I'm gonna enjoy doing it.
Which it's fucking expensive.
It is expensive.
It's like $400-500
Yeah.
to get a fucking complete saddle
Dang.
set up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, to get everything you need. Yeah, but dude, once you're set up, I mean that is pretty badass. And I'm not gonna buy the new Hoyt. So
Well, Hoyt is gonna
next year I probably will.
Hoyt's
Hoyt's
gonna
gonna
get
pop
you,
me.
get a G from you,
You're
ain't
gonna
they?
get over a G from me.
Oh yeah,
Are you getting the
geez.
XL?
Fuckers, yeah.
Yeah, you need a new bow, man. That bow you
I
got
know.
is just it's limiting you.
Who said? What'd you say to when I got out of the truck with you? You're like, how do you kill deer with this? Made me laugh.
It is.
It is. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
at a huge. Not that it doesn't work. It does work, but you get a nice bow, man. It's gonna. Make
I'm
a
at the
huge
point
difference.
now where I know what I'm doing with a bow. I've killed deer. It's
Yeah.
time to graduate.
Yeah. Sell that thing for $100.
I'm just gonna
and-
keep it. I'll keep it.
Yeah, make
It's
it
a
a bow.
memoir.
Make it a bow fishing rig or something.
It's a
I'd
memoir.
love to do that.
I'd love to do some bow fishing.
Well, the
crank it all the way
guest we
down.
were supposed to have, my buddy Chance, he's done it all. He is the czar of the flying projectile. We have to get
Yeah.
him on.
Maybe he can steer us in the right direction.
Yes.
I know around here you can bow fish carp.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Should we
I don't
go
know about
in?
eating carp, but
We could go in town to kill them,
He
man.
just goes right on the road.
Right up that little man-made
Yeah.
pond in town, man.
Oh,
that little
yeah.
creek that runs on the side. They're everywhere.
He's got a boat with lights on it and
That's
shit.
awesome.
Man. Yeah.
I'll bow fish out of my kayak.
bring a little bit of Florida to Cecil, Tucky.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But, I brought this question up to you last night, and I'll bring it up to you since you're a beginning archer. When you're at full draw and you're shooting at a target or a deer or whatever, are you focusing on the pin or are you focusing beyond the pin onto the target?
Man, that's.
Do you even know?
I couldn't even answer it truthfully. I'd like to say a little bit of both. I dial the pin into the. I look beyond and just dial the pin in. And I'm looking at the pin.
You're looking at the pin.
Well, I'm looking at the. It's just lining it up.
Well, for us, for seasoned archers, I guess, you got to come to anchor and center the pin up, and then focus
On
on
the
the target.
Yep.
Because if you're
It'll help you.
focusing on,
I'm not doing that. I
if
need
you're-
to do that.
If you're
then.
focusing on the pin, you see all this sway, and then once the pin finally hits, then you pull the you
Yes.
punch the trigger.
What I
it's,
do
it's
is
a real easy way to develop
Yep,
target pain.
That's yep. So I see deer, put pin on deer, and I focus on the pin where I put my pin.
yeah, no, don't do
All
that.
right.
I mean, well, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, like,
Well,
this could be learning for
it is.
other people out there.
Yep.
Just you gotta anchor, center the pin, and just know that that pin is there because it's gonna be blurry,
Yeah.
and then focus on the target because you won't see all this movement.
You're right.
So
Well, you know what?
It makes a
Tomorrow
difference.
there you go.
we're gonna put it to the test.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get something in close enough I can get a whack at.
Yeah. We'll get with at this property, we're gonna see deer. It's just whether or not we can get them in close enough to.
I'm just happy seeing the motherfuckers.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely
Oh, no.
cool.
Any day you see one is a win. You know that means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing also with a property. Once you got a property figured out, you got a property figured out. Then it's another ballpark zeroing in on a specific animal like a particular buck. But once you got a property figured out, you know they're very habitual creatures. So we know where them does are going to be.
They've been doing the same things for 4 years.
Yeah, over
Back,
that. more
back
than
to
that.
what you were just talking about. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching a pin sway.
Yeah. Yep.
It's coming to me now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and you're watching this thing.
You're watching the pin sway, and
And
you're
then-
not focused on what you're supposed to be focused on.
And
So
then
I-
once that pin comes over where you want it, you punch the trigger.
Right. So I put the pin where I want it, and I'm watching the pin.
Yeah.
100% right.
Yeah. Look through the pin into the target.
100% right.
Just anchor, and then it shouldn't move at all.
Yep.
Where
100% right.
Yep.
I never would have.
Yep. Gives
All
you a
right.
little, gives you a little edge. Gives you a little edge.
It definitely does.
It helps, and it also prevents developing target panic.
Yes, 'cause
Which
you
John and
will
I
get-
both have done. Target panic's a bitch.
It's terrible.
Yeah. And target panic's the thing with the rifle too. It's real easy to jerk
Yeah.
the trigger, which I know
Snipers.
I have to be cognizant of it constantly when I shoot my rifles that I don't jerk in
Well, you got
anticipation
that-
of recoil.
When you're out 6, you got that trigger.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't with my 6. I got an ACU trigger. You really can't unless you're like, yeah, you know what I mean. But because it's got the trigger is basically like this. It's got a metal like double trigger inside of the
Yeah,
trigger.
it's a pyramid trigger.
Yeah, and as you pull it, as soon as you actually touch the trigger, it shoots. So you have to squeeze. You can't just bam. You know
Gotta
what I
commit
mean?
to the shot.
Yeah, which is what you with a rifle. You know, you wanna squeeze through it. You wanna apply pressure to your shoulder. I mean, it's similar to archery in a lot of aspects. It really is. But you can have target panic with that too.
Yeah, man, I would have never believed after almost 30 years of shooting a bow, I developed fucking target panic last year.
Yeah, it was last year. You were
Yeah.
fighting with it. I think mine was the year before that I was fighting with it.
Rough.
Or it might have been. It was the year before because I switched to that's when I switched to the thumb.
See, I got a cure for that. Don't kill as many deer like me, and you won't develop it.
It wasn't even shooting
It's
a
on
deer.
target.
It was on target.
You get it on a target. You don't get it on a deer. You'll
It'll-
do it on a deer.
It'll get
But
worse.
you'll feel it. Yeah. you'll feel it on the target first.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Archery.
It's the ED of the archery.
Hey, Uncle Ted.
Yeah. It's a nasty thing. Target panic
Yeah,
sucks.
it's rough.
Yeah.
I'll just blame all my shitty seasons going forward on target panic. I've been fighting this target panic for 3 years. Rodsky, you've killed 2 deer every year for the past 6 years. Well, target panic.
Oh, something else I wanted to touch on. Did we ever touch on blood and what the color of blood means
No.
when you see it?
Yeah, we did.
We did touch on that.
Was I?
No, you weren't.
I wasn't on that one. Let's bring that back.
All right,
can
so
run it
Me
back.
being a new
We'll do-
archer,
we'll
I'd
do
like to.
a quick rundown. All right, so blood, when you shoot a deer, you walk up on the arrow. The blood that you find on this arrow will tell you a lot about your shot placement. So first and foremost, if you've got a pretty typical color red blood with any bubbles in it, that's an indicator of a double lung shot, which is pretty much you don't have to wait at all. You can pursue that deer and track it and find it.
Which is what my first deer was.
Which that video I'll upload that to the channel.
Dude,
The recovery.
the bubbles coming out of that thing.
Was insane.
Was
Yeah.
insanity.
It looked like a bubble machine in a kid's bath toy or something. It was blowing bubbles out of that.
My deer last
Well,
night.
mine,
Yeah.
the one my first was a double lung, and man, it wasn't bubbling anywhere near.
Well,
Yeah,
mine
well,
was.
sometimes
Oh, my
no,
Lord.
that was more than normal. But some
Hey, I had a.
that thing
perfect
was
shot
bubbling
last
like crazy.
Yeah, I like picked his head up. It was like.
Yeah, but the second one that you'll see if you don't get if you get straight heart, you'll get a real similar shot, but you're not going to see bubbles in it. But that's only if you get straight shot. Typically, you're going to get lungs when you shoot heart.
Yeah.
Depending on unless you pull one like Ryan did last week, where he shot from
In between
the lungs.
away
Leaky.
in between the lungs. Yeah.
Or you hit real low in that pocket.
Yeah, and then you can get just heart, and that'll be just a nice, clean, rich blood color, nice red. If you have a dark red, almost like a maroon,
Ugh.
that's not a good thing.
My second deer.
That's a liver shot.
Guts, liver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and-
that buck, that 7-pointer.
Yeah, if you get a liver shot, that deer's going to travel, and the best thing you can do is give it time, let him soak.
4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, is the best thing you can do. Or just if it's an evening hunt, come back in the morning rather than push it, because often what
Yeah.
happens is what we did is you'll try to push. And you'll realize that, and you'll find it, and you'll jump it up, and then it'll run another couple hundred yards.
I can't believe we found that deer the next
Yeah,
morning.
we got lucky, and not only that, we're damn blood trackers.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Then
got something to do with it.
you also have a gut shot, and a gut shot. If you have straight guts, which is pretty rare unless you really fucked your shot up, you will have a green, yellowish, chunky. You'll have like bits of food
Don't
in
want
there,
that.
corn or whatever it is that they're eating. And that arrow will stink. It will have a odor, and that's even worse than a liver shot. That's the same thing. Give that thing like 12 hours or even more.
And if you can find that animal, good on you.
Good on you, because it can be very hard to find a gut shot.
Because
for a
those guts
whitetail.
will go right to the wound channel and plug that mother up, and you won't see shit.
Yeah,
That's like that deer I killed or shot, never found. I knew it was a perfect paunch shot and never got any blood after I've seen the 4 little specks.
yeah. And the last one is a muscle shot, which
Yes.
will be like a bright red. It will have no bubbles in it. It'll be a real bright red, and it can even have some like sinew on it and shit. If you see that, that's not a good thing either. Depending on what it is, sometimes you can get muscle and still hit vitals, and you can recover your deer, but you're usually going to want to give them time as well.
And a muscle, it'll be a shitload of blood at first.
And
Yeah.
stop.
And then
right?
And then it'll stop. Yeah, it'll coagulate or what have you. They'll seal it up. A lot of times you'll see that if with a liver shot too, they bed down and they try to stuff that wound up. They
Yeah.
intentionally do that. They try to stuff the wound.
That's what that buck was trying to do when we jumped him up.
Yeah, they're trying to stuff that up to prevent the bleeding. It's just instinctual for them. It's not that they're highly intelligent or anything. They're not fucking MacGyver or Rambo out in the woods. It's instincts to them.
They're not pouring fucking black powder on it.
It's like, you know what? I talk to my mom. Every time I'm done hunting, she gives me, I call her, "You done hunting yet?" I call her. She's like, "I don't understand how those things will jump in front of a car." And I'm like, "Mom, they're the dumbest, smartest animals.
Yeah,
Their instincts make them
brilliant.
brilliant,
Yeah,
but they're not that bright."
but they're not intelligent.
But
if you could put headlights and a horn on your arrow, it'll jump in front
yep,
of it.
Yeah.
but just their instincts make them freaks.
Yeah.
And I tell her that every time. She asks me every time.
And that blacktop is like ice to them, first of all.
Yeah.
And their eyes absorb like so much better than ours do. When they get light shined on them, it's just basically a bright white. They can't see, so they often freeze
And panic.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so
Everything, us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're in the pitch black
Yeah.
and someone's trying to flash, what the hell? You panic is,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're going to do when you panic.
yeah, you freeze up often, and that's why a lot of times deer will get hit by cars. Okay, and they cross roads, they move, and especially if they're rutting, they're moving all over.
And they cross railroad tracks.
And they
frequently.
They still don't. They still don't know that cars are danger. They haven't evolved enough.
Yeah,
Right.
Because
yeah,
if you drive up on a deer, they're not going to run. But if you step out of it,
do sometimes.
well,
but, yeah.
most of the time you can drive pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you can't walk that close.
Oh hell no. Yeah, because like you said, their instincts haven't developed yet. Because cars are such a modern thing
Yeah,
that
70
they
years,
haven't
80 years.
developed
Bikes.
that.
How about Ryan sending a snap on? Well, you rode your bike up to him. Get off that bike and put it down and walk
Yeah.
10 yards towards it.
Yeah, bikes that throws them off too. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? But you jump off that bike, they're immediately on
You
edge.
could do the same thing on a horseback.
Yep.
Something about that bipedal walk they don't
Yeah,
like.
they register that as predator
Yeah.
because we've been hunting them for 70,000 years. An interesting thing I wanted to bring up about gut shots: elk they subdue to gut shots much easier than whitetails. A gut shot
Really?
on an elk will put that fucker down.
Really?
For whatever it is, they can't take a body shot.
Okay. So just hit it and it'll die.
That's good to know.
Good to know.
Yeah. Elk subdue to body shots very well.
Because there's a lot of body to hit.
Yeah, nothing like a whitetail. As a whitetail gut shot is a terrible thing. On an elk, it's not so bad.
Okay.
And a gut shot will put an elk down.
It's good to
So
know.
I don't care about shooting 100 yards.
Let her have it.
Yeah, that is. I mean, not only is the boiler station
Huge.
is huge. I mean,
Huge.
the lungs on a fucking bull elk, full-grown bull elk, and heart are the size of a fucking stop sign. That's an exaggeration, but it's
I don't
huge.
know.
Well, it's
I don't know what
huge.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're. I mean, your kills range is this big on an elk.
I'm not going to say elk are easy to kill.
No, by
But-
no means.
They're big and they're tough,
Yeah.
which makes them, what's the word I'm looking for? You can crack twigs, you can rustle branches, you can
Oh, yeah,
fucking,
yeah, yeah.
you can get up on them
Especially
a lot.
in the rut.
Yeah, they're not nearly as flighty as a whitetail.
Flighty, perfect
Yeah.
word, perfect.
Yeah, whitetail they'll bound off at the slightest sound, as an elk will put up with a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen guys, man. A lot of I've done a lot of research naturally. Coming up, well, our plan was to elk hunt this year. That may be a little skewed, but
We'll see what happens.
I've been doing some research, and
We still
man, you
gotta
see
do
a lot of guys.
research
You see
to
a lot
do.
of guys. You really don't see lengthy. These guys aren't taking lengthy shots of these elk. They're fucking within 20 yards. They walk right up on them.
That's true.
A lot of time, yeah, you can get close to elk. I mean, it's ground stalking a whitetail is extremely difficult.
Never
Good
done
luck.
It. Never
Good
done it.
luck.
Yeah.
I've never just walked up on a whitetail. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
done it.
Good
I've
luck.
never done it outside of a ghillie suit. I have done it in a ghillie suit.
Yeah, well, you're a bastard.
Yeah, well, it's really hard to do even in a ghillie suit.
Maybe we should change your nickname to Seth the Gilly.
Ooh.
Seth the ghillie to
Seth-
guillotine.
Oh my, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Ghillie to guillotine. That would be, you could use one for elk too, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I didn't do a whole lot of ghillie suit hunting this year. I did some, but I didn't shoot any. In
Would
the
it
ghillie suit.
be?
I don't think I took it out.
I guess
twice.
that would be a more earlier in the year type deal. When they're
Ah,
thicker, or
it
towards this time of
It
Sure.
could be,
Dude.
It could be any time
I've
of year.
been
really.
reading some articles.
The thing about a ghillie suit in early season is that thing catches on briars so easy. So it's harder to navigate the woods.
God damn it.
I've
in
been
early
reading.
season.
I read 2 or 3 articles online. The guys say ditch the stand in winter hunting.
What do you mean ditch the stand?
Ditch the stand.
And do what?
Just, I guess, going stealth.
What?
Dude, I'll show you the
Oh,
articles.
On the ground?
Yep.
Yeah,
There's not enough vegetation.
Yeah, it makes. It
I don't
harder.
know if it's the area we live in, maybe, but maybe
Yeah.
people that are, I don't know, on private land
Are
or.
they
Find that guy's name and I'll come.
I
in.
will.
Yeah, I'll come.
I have the article. They say ditch the stand and try to go stealth during the winter.
He needs a good uppercut. That guy fucking
Yeah.
Just the fuck are you talking about?
And I don't disagree. I mean, I clearly disagree with it because we had success.
Maybe if
We're
you're
having
rifle
success.
hunting, I don't
No,
I
no.
don't see why you would. I don't know.
Like yesterday, it was
On
like we
the-
were walking on fucking cornflakes.
Well, online,
good luck.
dude. Oh my God, Fairhill.
That's terrible.
It's you can't. There's no way.
Yeah, your
And
footsteps
online,
are so loud.
And mind you, not everything you read online is
good stuff.
Is good stuff.
So Joe Biden's not a good president?
I didn't say that. You did.
Hey, the internet told me.
I don't know. Dude, I love the Bernie Sanders.
We're blowing that up.
Yeah, we posted one. I tried to make one in the woods.
I was sitting like this yesterday. I put my hands on my
You
armpits.
look like Bernie Sanders.
I was waiting for you to snap a pic and go. There he is, Bernie.
You looked cold.
Well, I didn't
You
layer
did
it.
look cold.
Dude, I didn't want to put the onesie on.
That's a wonderful thing.
Dude,
Sick of gear.
I didn't want to. I was
toasty.
I was cold.
My feet were getting chilly.
I was cold, but not freezing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I was freezing today.
I brought my other jacket because I was getting chilly after I
Yeah.
put my jacket on.
I got the same onesie you have.
Yeah.
We brought them together.
I just hate being bulky hunting, man.
Me
Especially with
too.
a bow.
Anytime I can shed weight or bulk.
So I love that sick of gear, man.
Yeah, that deer was kind of behind me, and when I drew back and I could feel the stand on my bow, so I had to lean out to hit it.
You had a Christmas story thing going on.
Yeah.
I can't get up.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was full draw.
I saw you, man. Look, let me
50 yards.
let me tell the story because I observed the whole fucking thing.
I was recording. I was waiting for him to
I
fling the arrow.
had a clear view at him. I saw him draw back once. I said, "Here we fucking go. Okay, game on." He let back in. 5 minutes goes by. I said, "Yes, okay, he's good. He's good. He's good again." Because Seth ain't no fucking chump. If the dude's drawing his bow back, he sees a fucking deer within shooting range.
Yeah.
So he draws back again, and you held that for a minute,
Probably a good minute.
dude.
Yeah.
A minute, if not two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was recording and I was like,
I was starting to get tired. I was starting to shake.
And then I see let back in again. And then the third time, drew back again. And then, like 20 seconds in, I saw you lean. I said, "Here we fucking go. He ain't got a clear shot." I saw you leaning. You leaned like.
I was doing like limbo.
Yeah. I was like, okay, maybe he's going to try and pull something out this time. And he let it back
yeah,
in.
because that deer, instead of taking the 2 steps it needed to forwards, it kind of made a right.
Yeah.
But I knew you were on something.
He was behind a tree. I ranged at 40 yards. If he would have took 2 steps, I'd have drilled it. Or she. I think it was a button buck, but if it would have took 2 steps, it'd have been a dead deer.
I should have shot him when they were 20 yards.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah, you guys were.
But you were trying to let him. You did the right
Yeah.
thing. You were
Yeah,
trying to let us get one.
You guys
yeah.
were in good spots, man.
Yeah, you were too. If his wind wasn't fucking us, they would have came to you too.
Well, they wouldn't have came to him because you would have been there.
Yeah.
Well, the one.
Right. If my wind, our wind would have fucked each other.
Yeah.
The deer you smoked was like looking in my direction. I said, "Come on."
Did you see it all go down when I killed
Oh
that
yeah,
deer?
I saw the whole. I always have front row seats for some reason. I just can't fucking get anything close enough. I have front row seats to everyone's kills. I was 20 yards from Ryan.
It was exciting.
I was 40 yards from you. Jesus, give me the camera. I'll just leave my bow in the truck. But I clear as day.
Yeah.
Clear. And then you went like this. I saw you give me one of these. He was like,
Yeah.
and I went like this.
Different. And I was like,
Did you see me throw my fist up? He was like this. He was like,
yeah.
Oh man.
I just saw a pale white face go like this.
My thing, Daddy.
And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And I heard it drop too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard scampering and just whoosh.
Yep. Oh, there's no better sound than hearing a deer pile
Dude,
up in a
how much
pile of
scamper
leaves.
into that thing? How much scamper into that thing do when you hit it? Did you see the pot when we walked up on the fucking where you
I
hit
didn't
it,
even pay attention.
and then your arrow was stuck into the damn
Oh yeah. That
the
helix,
ATV trail? Yeah,
That fucking helix, man, ripped right through her.
well, that's what I'm shooting.
Him.
So hopefully I can.
What, Grim Reaper?
The Reaper.
Oh yeah, they're
So
great.
hopefully
They're
that
great
thing-
broadheads, man.
You need a heavy poundage bow for that.
It's 70 pounds.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get a new bow anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I got the G5. I have 2 G5 fixed blade in my quiver and the one Grim Reaper.
I love the Grim Reapers, man. They hit exactly where you're aiming. I know some mechanicals kind of veer off, but I have never.
And man, when that thing fans open, I'm done.
What a hole.
Sitting at home, I'm just fanning it open with my finger. I'm like,
yikes!
if this thing hits anything,
It's dead.
it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what mechanicals. I guess you can use them on elk too, huh?
I think
see why
I
not.
think mainly people use fixed blades.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's something we'll have to look into.
But I don't see why you couldn't use like a rage or something with a thicker skin.
yeah.
Make sure the
It's
razor
surgical,
sharp.
man.
part of the
It's
research
surgical.
you gotta do.
They're surgical steel. It's
Yeah.
they're
there's
sharp
no
as sharp
reason,
gets.
No reason it shouldn't work.
Well, I mean, I resharpened mine for
I
whitetail.
tapped. I put one of those fixed blades in and tapped my thumb with it. Just tapped it.
Oh yeah.
It'll
yeah,
cut
and
you.
it cut me.
Cut you wide open.
Yep. Yeah,
they're sharp as fuck.
the G5s come with a fixed blade wrench and a Band-Aid.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah,
That's
yep.
cool.
They put a Band-Aid. I should take a picture of it.
No shit.
Yep. The G5 puts a Band-Aid in their in the packaging.
That's great
If
marketing.
if that ain't sharp, I don't know what is.
That is beautiful marketing.
Yeah, we got some views on Facebook Live.
Hell
I don't know how to check to see if
appreciate
they comment.
you tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to find if you guys are asking questions.
I don't know either.
I'm the only one on. So.
Really?
Yeah. There's only one.
Ah.
It's me.
We've had a lot of 2s and 3s drifting in.
Well,
You have 2 or 3 people drift in, then drift out. I wonder if the sound's probably shit.
they're probably just wondering what the fuck we're doing.
One more thing I had as a note. I wanted to talk about how we deal with failure and frustration when you're not seeing deer or being able to kill deer for extended periods of time.
Ask me.
How you dealing with it, Runsky?
Frustrating.
Drinking a lot of beer.
It's extremely frustrating. That's why Area 51 has been like,
An uplifting
it's been
experience.
so uplifting for me.
Yeah, seeing a lot of deer.
Dude, if I didn't have Area 51,
Mm-hmm.
good lord.
Yeah, it's like that scene from what is that movie? If you could dodge a wrench, you could, Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Where he walks in and he's got the pliers hooked up to his nipples and he's electrocuting himself.
But you know, man,
That's what I do every time I go home and don't see a deer. I just fucking
if I didn't
torture
kill
myself.
if I didn't kill anything this year, I'd probably be in a worse off.
Yeah, you'd be thinking about slitting your wrists.
But what keeps me coming back for more are those moments, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, those that 2 seconds of success.
You said
Is insane.
we had an hour left of daylight, and you
It takes a second.
snapped. That was
Yeah.
the best thing.
Mhm.
We were like, oh, well, it was dead at that point when you snapped that, and you were like, we had like an hour and a half left of daylight, and you were like, it only takes a second.
That's
it
right.
literally only takes a second.
I'm
I
gonna
can't-
live by that.
Can't tell you how many times I have seen absolutely nothing, and I'm just sitting in the woods feeling like I'm wasting my time, and then bam, you got deer. And
Yeah.
sometimes it can be bam,
Are
you
still
got
on?
10 deer all
Still on
over you.
Facebook Live?
So
Probably.
it's it can change in an instant, and that's hunting, man. You got to stick it out. You got to stay till it gets
Yeah.
dark. You got to put
Looks
the
good.
time in. It really makes a difference if you can continue to do that. And I know it can be hard to believe me. I'm an active person. I'm not housebroke by any means. I hate sitting around.
I've seen him piss on the carpet.
I hate just doing nothing. And so sitting still for me, it might, if you know me well, it might be like, I'm surprised you can do that, but like it's so worth it if you can just be patient and stick it out, man. It really pays off, and it can feel like sometimes that you're just not going to see shit or that you're wasting your time. But if you're in the woods, you're never wasting your time. And if anything, man, it's a good disconnect and get out of the fucking. It
Oh
beats
my
sitting
God,
at home
yeah.
and watching Netflix. You're never wasting time when you're in the woods.
You can sleep on your couch. You could, it's just.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we do. I don't.
You got to enjoy the process.
And I feel I'm still earning my stripes. I'm still learning. I'm still fucking
we're
learning.
all
So
still learning.
Anytime,
Believe me.
anytime I can get out, man, I get out. You know me. How many fucking dude? I've been on. It's been what? A
Yeah.
month and a half?
How many sits have you been on and you haven't seen something?
Not many.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a win,
Yeah.
man. That's how you got to look at it. You got to enjoy that, you
Yeah.
know. And if you are starting to get frustrated, man, take some time off and really pick the days that you want to sit, because quality is everything.
Yeah.
So take a day that's got good wind. It's it's a nice like 9-10 mile an hour wind, maybe a little cold front. Wait for those days. You know what I mean? Be picky about it, and that's a good way to give yourself a little reprieve from the grind, because sometimes, especially during the rut, it can feel like a grind. You're hunting day after day.
When you're
after
pinned,
day.
but I'm pinned.
You get exhausted, man.
Yeah.
I'm pinned to a work schedule that doesn't allow me to hunt a lot. So like when I'm off, I'm in.
Well, I don't want to hear no excuses. I was working 70 hours a week and killed 10 deer.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's no.
I work 6 to 6.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
when
you
I
got days off.
Yeah, and I'm in.
yeah. No, I understand that. But like the people
He's
that say,
saying,
the people that
I don't have time.
Oh no.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Dude.
Yeah. You've got you're a homeowner. You've got fucking shit to do
Yeah.
around the house. You've got other
Which I
responsibilities.
neglected.
Yeah.
Which I neglect.
my only days off are in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have
These
been.
past dude, like 5 or 6 weeks. I think today
Yeah.
was my only day off.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to just
Yep.
call it a fucking
Today
day.
was the only
Yeah.
day that I was off from work that I didn't go into the woods.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to do it. You got
And
to.
it was brutal.
It was
today.
yeah. Like today, sit this one out, man.
Yeah.
This was the weather was terrible today. When it's windy like that, so if you're listening and you're not a seasoned hunter and you're unaware of it, when it's real windy, the deer don't move as much. It freaks them out.
They can't hear anything.
Yeah, they can't hear anything, and their scent is all over the place. So they're smelling things from everywhere and all over. It really fucks them up. It's like throwing a flashbang at them. You know
This
what I mean?
time of year,
they don't like.
they're not moving much to begin with.
Yeah,
So then you throw that heavy wind in on top of it.
yeah. Right now they are on that bed and feed pattern, and you can still catch them. And me and John were talking about this. There's places in the country right now that's full blown rut.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I saw that.
Rut right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, the South is always January.
Yep.
Right.
Alabama, and I think the Florida Panhandle's got a spot of there that's in the rut into February.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, those little deer, man. That ain't
Little
worth it.
tiny little 70-pound buck.
There's a reason no one goes down to Florida in February to hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's even though it is full blown rut, it's not.
But I would like to go to Arizona and kill a Coues deer.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That's things over the next couple of years we need to just start broadening our horizons. Let's go hunt some elk. Let's go hunt some axis. Let's do sika. Let's do Coues. Let's do fucking moose, bear, everything.
Remy Warren. You
let's
guys
some.
follow Remy Warren?
Yeah, he's awesome. Solo
Nevada. Who would think Nevada? He's slaying shit in Nevada.
Oh yeah, Nevada's a great hunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you guys see how much the moose tag is for Colorado?
No, how much?
It's about $2,400.
Holy shit!
Butchie.
shoot a moose.
Me either. Butchie got one in Canada. Remember he showed us the pelt off that motherfucker?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude,
wonder you're a millionaire.
2,400. No wonder nobody hunts moose. I was
Yeah.
always wondered why you see everybody hunting elk.
see
I
very
guess
rich
the meat
people.
I've heard doesn't taste as good as elk, but
Well, dude, Ranella.
that explains a lot.
When Ranella jumped that one moose,
Mm-hmm.
it's like his intro to like all of his videos. Dude, he said the fucking moose. It's awesome.
I'd
Yeah.
love to kill a moose, but too expensive.
Yeah, $2,400. I can't
We're
do
ready to
that.
spend fucking $650 on an elk tag for Colorado. So
I might
me-
get the
you
cow
tell
tag.
me.
Only 400.
I am.
I'm gonna get the either sex. I'm gonna pay the extra $100.
Yeah.
When you get the
That's what
cow
my dad
tag,
said. He said,
Dude, if I got a 6x6 walking in front of me and I got nothing but a cow tag,
That's
you know
disgusting.
how mad I'm gonna be? I'm gonna throw up.
"Yep."
I would puke right there.
Well, you saw? Did I send you guys the? You can do an extra 100 and get the bear tag too.
Yeah.
yeah, bear's cheap out there.
That would- I might.
It's an extra like 50 to 100.
Yeah.
$700
Yeah.
on top of food, gear,
Yeah.
getting out there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the either sex elk. No need to fuck myself up. And not only that, if you get out there and you do take the bear tag, then you say take a bear on your second day.
Right.
You kind of cut
Yeah.
yourself short of potentially shooting that elk, because now you're packing that bear out and you're dedicated to that. I'd rather just focus on one thing, and that is harvesting.
Or
elk.
you kill a fucking bear your first day and you're like, and it just deflates. It takes the
Yeah.
fucking. You're like, well, I killed something.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a grind. But that's what I was telling John. When you go out there and you hunt in the Rocky Mountains, you're camping out there. Worst case scenario, if you don't even see elk, you just camped with your buddies hiking through the Rocky Mountains, drinking beer, maybe whatever it is we're doing under the stars. I mean, that in itself is a
Yes.
fucking awesome vacation.
It'd be cool as fuck, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm all for camping.
Hey.
Fucking intense. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope. I know you'll get dialed in. I know you'll train. You'll get yourself right. I'm a little worried about Runsky. I don't know. I'm sure he will. But
I've been watching videos and they say like, no matter how much elliptical you do, treadmill you do, it doesn't compare.
yeah, obviously, but it certainly helps.
It does
Believe that.
help.
That's why at the Y, and I've started already. I've been hitting the treadmill, and then after the treadmill, I'll go do the stepper. They got the revolving steps there, and that's got to be the closest thing to climbing a mountain.
That'll kill you.
Yeah,
That'll kill you quick.
Do 10 flights of that in 5 minutes.
You don't realize how out of shape you are until you do.
Shit like that. Yeah. It kicks your ass, man.
Speaking of elk, one more thing I'm gonna switch to a single pin
Yeah.
this coming season.
probably gonna do the same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch. I forget what it's called.
Anyone need one?
CBE. Yeah. take
Yeah.
one. CBE makes a sight. You know how your sight tape is literally a sticky piece of tape.
Yep. Theirs is a rotary.
No, it's a metal tag.
Oh, nice.
So I can dial in for whitetail on this metal tag, and then when I get a heavier arrow for elk, I just switch the metal tag to
Nice.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to deal with fucking sticky tapes
Yeah.
over top of each other.
I want to get a new sight anyway.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna get a spot hog.
the old lady seen it in the Amazon cart, and
much?
she was upset.
$250.
More.
$3.
$300.
Yeah. That's the spot hog I want is up around that. And not only that, I want a sight that reaches out further.
Yeah.
Because that helps you for your long range shot. So the closer your sight is to your riser, the larger your pin is going to appear on the target. So if your sight extends out further from your bow riser more, the pin is smaller on your target. So when you're shooting at something that's 70 yards away, that pin isn't covering up the whole broadside of a whitetail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I'm
sight has
on-
the dovetail too. It'll slide.
After this
Yeah.
season, I'm on the single pin train.
Yeah, dude, it's the way to go. I love my single pin. And like I told Ryan, I set it on 25. Anything 30 and under is dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I don't even move my pin unless I'm shooting at something over 30 yards. That's nice. You don't have that with a single pin. I mean, I guess you could put a single pin at 25, but then you'd have the same effect. But you don't have to think about it as much as you think. Because how often are you shooting over 30? It's not very common. It does. I mean, a couple times a year you might, but I leave it at 25.
Yeah.
And I always remember. I've never forgot to move my pin. I've done it on a target when I first got the sight, but if you shoot with it so much, when
When it comes down to this deer is dead and not dead, you're not gonna forget.
Yeah.
Out of 8 deer I shot with my bow this year, only 2 were over 30.
Yeah.
That one at 40, and then yesterday at 36.
Yeah, 20% of the deer maybe. And that's if you're comfortable shooting over 30.
Both of mine were 20 to 25. Actually, no, my first one was like 15.
I think all of mine this year with the bow, which has been 5 with the bow, have been under 30 or 30.
And that is the art of bow hunting. That is what makes
It's the
bow hunters badass. Is fucking getting close to those fucking deer, man.
It's the CBE Engage Hybrid Bow Sight.
CBE
They make good shit. That's the
Engage.
sight I don't shoot that exact sight, but I
Look
shoot
how
that
alien that
brand.
thing looks.
Is that the brand you're shooting
Yeah.
still?
You shoot the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to show the viewers. So this is the sight John's talking about getting. Pretty sweet looking sight. But you can see how long that bar is that it'll stick it out.
Yeah, you can slide it in closer, further, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you get it first. Spend $300, and then if you tell me it's
the
good, then I'll get
spot
it.
hog's got one just like it.
Well, I'm going to have to go to Autumn Sky to get it because if I order on Amazon, the old lady's going to see.
Hide the receipt.
Rips the Amazon box open. What the hell is this?
She's gonna listen to this podcast and be like, "You ain't buying that."
Yeah, she won't listen this far into it. We're good.
she'll listen.
She does.
She listens.
She does listen.
You're
so
screwed.
I'm fucked either way.
Yeah.
When I say I'm going to Autumn Sky, she's like, "No, you're not."
What are you doing? I'm trying to stop by my dad's real quick.
I almost did go to Autumn Sky yesterday morning because I ordered nocturnals off Amazon. They never
Yeah.
came. I was going to go, but
I got to start using more nocturnals.
they are
lighted Nox?
Yes,
I love them.
How much they were on?
cheap.
They're like 20 bucks
for
for
We're
three.
at that point now where
20
they're
bucks-
cheap now. When they
20
first
bucks
came
for
out a
three.
couple years ago, they weren't.
Oh yeah.
They were like 30. Yeah.
Well, those are. What's the other ones? Wiley.
Yeah. There's 2 brands.
They
You got,
do Bluetooth ones now too.
Yeah, those are expensive.
yeah, but that's the thing. Half the time your arrow passes through, so there ain't no fucking point. And if it passes through, you can almost always find it.
It's so cool watching the nocturnal fly.
Yeah.
It even target shooting, 60
fun.
yards.
Hell yeah, it's badass. But target shooting, it wears some batteries out.
Yeah.
I want to.
Can you replace them?
I just
No.
want
Oh,
the batteries
shit.
now. I just want to get 3 of them or 4 of them for my broadheads, and I won't target shoot with them at all. I'll just use them to hunt.
They
Why don't
last
we-
like 24 hours.
Why don't
So
we
yeah.
go, why don't we go in the light and knock industry and create replacement batteries for them?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, that's one of the things.
What are you gonna do?
We are not capable of doing such things. Rusky.
We can barely fucking run a podcast.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, are you shitting me?
You kidding me?
We finally got this down, though. Shout out to the listeners if you appreciate it, because this has been a big learning curve for us. But I feel like we got it down.
got it
Yeah, I
dialed
think
in.
this
We
is
got
the
it dialed
first.
The mics are good. The video's good.
Yeah, I think this is the first episode we've had where just technical difficulties have been.
Yeah, last one was great. Last 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're dialed in now. We're good to
I
go.
feel like I got the studio finally
yeah, it looks good.
feng shui.
Blossom.
Looks
Hell
good,
yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
We're doing live shit now.
Now we
got-
just need that Spotify deal like Joe Rogan.
God damn it, Spotify! What are
Dude,
you
you waiting?
doing?
I'll do it for $100 million.
Dave
it ain't even
Portnoy.
got to be $250.
We'll
Dave-
split it up 3 ways.
Yeah.
Davey Portnoy hit us up.
Put us on the
Barstool Outdoors.
Barstool
come on.
Outdoors.
They already have a
Yeah.
Barstool Outdoors, but it's awful.
Oh, do they?
Well, put us on Barstool's
check that
Beers and Deers. Come on. God. Am I asking too much?
It's been a hell of a year. It really has. This is probably my favorite all-time season of whitetail so far.
It's been my greatest season ever.
Well,
Yeah.
this has been my
You
best.
even though you didn't kill your biggest buck this year?
I don't care.
It's been my
No.
best bow season.
I do not care.
Yeah, it's been a great season. It's been a complete contrast to last season for me, which was my worst season.
Yeah, we
I
had
made you go
so
last
much
year.
shit going on.
Last year I only killed 4 deer.
but he had the divorce
I had
going on.
the divorce going on, and I was
A wreck.
I was
target panic, a
drowning
divorce.
myself in a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We definitely did that a lot.
yeah,
It was fun.
it was fun. It was fun. But man, whew, I'm getting too old, man. It kicks my ass now. I'm hungover
Yeah.
for 3 days.
We're all at
drinking
good
party
points in
like
our lives. We're all doing what we love to do.
that. Yeah, that's my thing, man. You know, and that's like, I had this conversation with I'm not gonna say any names, with a woman, you know, about like me doing my thing, and it's just like, you know what, right now, and I'm at a point in my life where I'm gonna do the stuff that I feel that I need to do to better myself at all costs. You know what I mean?
It's your time to be selfish.
Damn right.
That's why Sam is wonderful, my queen of the forest. She doesn't complain at all when I just deer hunt.
What else?
All my free time.
What else do you do?
I sit down here and podcast with you losers.
I mean,
That's it.
Man,
But you know, any other woman would fucking bitch, and she.
Yeah.
So there's that's not any other woman, but it can
Most.
be, it can be a problem amongst the relationships, and that's something we've never talked about is managing your deer hunting and your relationship.
We
'Cause
should
that's
get her, we should get her for down here for this.
yeah, maybe we could
Was
do
that
that
English?
because
We'll do that one episode.
it's a real thing. If you're hunting all the time, you gotta put away like stuff in the bank. You know what I mean? Maybe every once in a while, get some things done on that honeydew list. Do some nice things for her. Take her out to dinner every once in a while.
What?
You know, you do it all the time. You guys are always at Snatchers or fucking
Yeah.
Deer Park.
Coke, please.
You do that. You got to do those things to keep the old lady happy, man.
Damn right.
It's, if you do that, then she'll allow you to do what you got to do in the woods, and it's a give and take thing. Because
Yeah, it's not like it's an all-year thing.
yeah,
She
yeah,
gets it. You know what I
And-
mean?
and
She
that's-
could be selfish and fucking, but she's
Yeah, well,
not.
her dad did it, so she understands.
it's
That
a,
helps.
She gets just as pumped as I do. When I back up to the front door, she knows there's a buck in the fucking
Damn right.
in the truck bed, and she gets just as
That's
pumped.
awesome, dude. Maybe one day I'll have a relationship like that.
Hopefully.
with your dog.
Yeah,
She'll
he
bark
gets
at the
it.
door.
If you don't find a woman that agrees with what you're doing,
Yeah, then
Dude,
leave it alone.
let me tell you, I'm at the
Leave it
point in my
alone.
life now. It's either you take me for what I am or you don't take me at all.
Exactly.
I ain't hiding
Yeah.
nothing. We ain't sugarcoating nothing.
No. I knew
This
you-
time
that's
of
how it's-
year-
that's how it's got to be.
This time, like I said, every fucking day I've been off work.
Yeah.
I'm in the fucking woods.
Mhm.
So
We'll continue this relationship after hunting season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
but yeah, I'm just kidding. You gotta pick your battles, fellas.
Yeah.
And ladies, if you're the
A
chick and
female
your
hunter,
man
yeah.
don't hunt, you should probably find a new man. But
Yeah. Dude,
don't hunt,
it's in this day and age, it's out there.
yeah, oh,
It's
yeah,
rare.
Sure, no, definitely. But man, hunting's it's starting to pick up because we have advocates like Joe Rogan and Stephen Ella that are so big and they're attracting new hunters. And even us, we've made some small impact of getting people into hunting. And it's important to get people hunt because everybody that hunts is an advocate for hunting. And it's something like 1 in 5 people in the U.S. do not like hunting. 1 in 5. And we need to change that number around. So, you know, if you hunt, man, get out there. I'm not saying you have to go knock on doors or anything, but talk to people, you know what I mean? Don't feel like you gotta keep this to yourself, and if you get more people in the woods, your odds go down. Because we need advocates for hunting. That way it doesn't become a thing of the past, a relic. So
Yeah, very
we
rarely.
gotta keep hunting alive.
I know a lot of people that don't hunt. Very rarely do I come across people that are like anti. Maybe it's just the people.
That's where we're at, too.
I'm accustomed
But
to.
Go into L.A. or New York
yeah,
City.
God.
Yeah, and you're gonna have a lot of people that are anti-hunting.
I work with a guy.
And they feed their cat 100% protein cat food that is
Well,
butchered fucking animals.
I work with
come on, man.
I work with a dad-son duo at work, and his boy is probably 22, young kid, and he's an older fellow, probably like 55, 56, somewhere in there, and he just started hunting this year, and he was like, his son
Wow.
told me, he said,
late start.
Jeremy, a couple years ago, he wouldn't be in a deer stand, he was scared of guns,
Wow.
this and that, and this year.
Yeah.
Got his first harvest, so it's
Hell
just it's never too late.
No,
is what I'm getting
it's
at.
never- absolutely not.
My dad didn't start hunting until 27, 28, something like that.
It's never too late.
I know several people through the podcast this year who've started hunting in their late
cool,
20s.
man. That's cool as shit.
Yep. Fuck yeah, man! And
Well, reach out. We'll have you on the pod.
We'll get you on the pod. We'll make it happen. And if you're a local guy and you've been hunting for a long time, shoot us a DM on Instagram. We'd love to have guests, man. We'd love to talk to people and
Yeah, don't let your age
that's
dictate
fine.
Goddamn,
anything.
Tommy was 90.
Jumping it, yeah.
Maybe
jumping
not 90.
jumping into something because you think you should, you
Cool
feel that you
motherfucker.
should.
I like that.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, don't let that.
Yeah, after you left here, you went up to PA or Philly and sighted his fucking gun in, right?
Yeah, he's a machine.
He's a machine. Yeah, that is the mentality you have to have, man. That's why he is a cold blooded killer.
We ended our podcast like 9:30 at night. He was like, "I'm going up to PA after this, boys."
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Gotta have.
That's how
the
I
old
want to
man
be.
on.
I want to be hunting until the day I die.
I want to be shooting my compound bow until the day I die.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you will
man,
be.
I will get bionic shoulders. Hopefully, by the time it's a factor for us, there's surgeries for that because I never want to put my
Yeah,
compound.
we'll
down.
be
we got
shooting-
good form.
We'll be
Yeah.
shooting laser beams and fucking
We got good form. We'll never blow our shoulders
That's a big
out.
factor. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
all
100%.
arm.
Relax that front
Lesson,
shoulder.
number
fellas.
one lesson, dude. When I first started shooting my bow, he was like, "You're all arm." I was like, "What? Yeah. What the fuck you talking about?" He's like, he was like, "It's in your back," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He said, "Pin your shoulder blades together. You feel that?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's what you want.
And that's what you want.
Yep. You want to pull through and relax that front shoulder. You know what I mean? Don't fucking flex it. Let that front shoulder, let that front arm almost relax.
And don't die
And when
hard
you
pistol
release,
grip your
you
fucking
drive through
bow.
with your back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and definitely don't squeeze your grip.
Yep.
I'm almost just. You think of it like putting up like a stop sign. Like your hand should be slightly rotated out. And you're just basically holding that bow from coming back.
And
You're
just-
not torquing it. You
And
don't
just
want to
let that
squeeze it.
bitch pin in there.
I just hold on to it like this.
Yeah, I'm like
That's it.
I'm just kind of like this.
Really?
Yeah.
I just kind of clap.
I do
these
the
together
one
so it
finger.
doesn't fall out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do the pin and then just the one finger wrap.
Yep. I definitely do.
Definitely fan those.
No need to squeeze that riser, that grip.
Yeah, I took my bow out to my dad's yesterday morning, just shot a couple, and I was like, man, I kind of miss target shooting.
Yeah. Well, that's something during the summer. I mean, we need to start doing some more target shooting and predator hunting, and we got a lot of work to do on our properties.
Yeah, I got to
So,
plant a
we've
food
got-
plot.
Plenty of stuff.
Next
plenty of
level,
stuff
man.
to do,
Yeah.
This is
you
next
know.
level shit.
Definitely get
Yeah.
next level.
Yeah, next year's going to be, and that's the goal every year, to be better than the last.
Next year is going to be the greatest
Yeah.
deer season
And
of my life.
It works if you work it, man. You put the work in, and it pays off dividends when time comes to let
For
that
sure.
arrow fly. I think that's about all I got for today. You guys got anything else?
Nah,
I
man.
think that was a good pod.
We'll
Yeah, buddy.
give her hell tomorrow, and
Yeah, we will see you guys next week, and gals, and hopefully me and Runsky will have some deer down, trying to catch up to JP motherfucking Rambo.
good luck.
Hey,
That's all I got to say.
here's the Johnny season. Hell of a year for Johnny.
Hell of a year.
Tune in next week.